Hey everybody out here, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Feel free to check out my site as well as my community tab. You can also hit me up on Twitter. If you got any questions or comments, want to fundraise or get my ebooks, there's plenty of links on various videos out here on my channel. So go there, do that, and have fun. Today I'd like to talk briefly about social media sites, Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube and other platforms. Well, so many platforms these days are public. Everybody knows where they're at. Everybody can, get there. A lot of misinformation, a lot of arguing, a lot of stupidity tends to go on. Kind of reminds me of a group of morons I had to deal with for many years through various spam attempts by said idiots. This is, basically kind of what we're getting to in terms of social media in 2023. Well, everybody's political and argumentative and thinks they know everything. I think so many people these days are afraid to actually learn what they don't already know. A lot of people are biased to their own opinions. A lot of people don't even try to think for themselves. Some cool videos out here that have developed over the last 20 years are a guy by the name of Jim Mathers, who used to post it over on Newgrounds. A character called Foamy. It's a squirrel that basically shit talks everything. Check out those videos out here on YouTube and you'll see what I'm talking about. I think there's definitely a lot of valid information in those videos. Again, look up Jim Mathers, Foamy, F-O-A-M-Y, the squirrel, Foamy. Check that out and you'll see what I'm talking about. I think a lot of people, these days, when it comes to the internet, instead of creating sites to explain their opinion or to teach anybody anything or to learn anything from anybody, they either talk smack, think they're tough, add people to shit they don't even have. This comes from, again, to people like, I mentioned earlier on various videos. They can't think for themselves, don't have their own opinions, or you're under a kind of a follow leader mindset of everything they hear on social media must be true because X number of people are saying it. Personally, that can't be farther from the truth. A lot of people get overly political, worry about stuff that has nothing to do with them personally, and so on and so forth. I think when it comes to the government, they need to fund, Social Security more, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program or SNAP, various other programs like Section 8 and housing and development and those kinds of things, instead of sending all of our money to all these other countries. If we're supposedly about $28 trillion in debt, how can we afford to send $30 billion to Russia instead of using that for our own population, which is growing by the minute? I think a lot of people these days, like I said, when they hear something on the news or from any political organization or whatever, they think that's the only thing that matters. Instead of looking into things further, actually seeing if it even makes sense. In a lot of cases it don't. So, yeah. I think when it comes to Twitter, social media, YouTube, and various other platforms that used to be around back in the day, people used to have conversations on chat rooms. Now everybody thinks you ask somebody what their name is and you're dating them. So I think a lot of these younger people in their teens and 20s need to learn social skills, how to communicate with other people, etc. And this again goes back to people that don't actually learn how the internet works, have never run a blog or a podcast or a website, or don't even try to learn those skills. Instead, they usually want to complain about stuff they know little to nothing about to begin with. This feels, pretty counterproductive when they can put that into other resources, like explaining their point of view, creating content for other people to learn from, etc. I think a lot of people, again, would benefit from that a lot more than spending hours a day arguing about stuff that personally has nothing to do with them. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Feel free to binge my channel, leave comments, check out my community tab, follow me on Twitter. Have a good one.